What's up everybody and welcome to the Fight Franchise and my recap and review of the main event of UFC 298 where Ilia Topuria took on Alexander Volkanovski for the undisputed featherweight title. If you've seen my prediction for this fight, you would know, well, if you've seen any older predictions from last year, you would know I pretty much get most predictions completely wrong in brutal fashion, and this was no different. Going into the fight, I predicted Alexander Volkanovski was going to win by decision. I thought he would be too good because I in the video, in the thumbnail, alluded that there's levels to this game and Alexander Volkanovski is levels above Ilia Topuria, and last night showed that was not the case. Ilia Topuria is now the new undisputed featherweight champion. I'm just going to kind of break down the fight and break down my predictions and what I think is going to happen going forward for both guys. The fight started we'll go pre-fight, because pre-fight is kind of interesting. Ilia Topuria came into this fight with levels of confidence we haven't seen since Conor McGregor before he fought Jose Aldo. He was saying, Alex Volkanovski's too old. I'm going to KO Alex Volkanovski. I'm going to school Alex Volkanovski. This is going to be the easiest fight of my career. In his bio on Instagram, he put UFC champion 15-0 before the fight, where he was 14-0. He, in the photo shoot, picked up the belt and people were like, if you grab the belt beforehand, you're not going to win because of superstition. He was like, I don't believe in that crap. Ilia Topuria talked the talk. He was talking such a huge game beforehand. And even when he was ranting in the press conference and where he was saying, shut up, F you, I'm going to school you, batter you. He came in with this unrivaled belief and confidence. And the thing with it, I don't even know if he believed it. He could have genuinely, and he is a confident guy. You can tell when he was scrapping with Paddy Pimblett and whatnot. He is a feisty character and he's a fiery character. But you can tell he could have been faking it. And you know what they say? Fake it till you make it. And then that's what he may have done. He could have faked it and just gone, you know what, let me just put all this pressure on myself. Let me just go balls to the wall and just see what happens. And genuinely, that could have happened. And then Volk was taking the other approach where he was kind of being jovial, laughing at himself and saying, look, I'm an old man, but this old man's going to school this young boy and whatnot. And he was like, I'm going to prove to him why there's levels to this game and why I've been champion for the past few years. Both men weighed in were in great shape. No excuses for either man. Apparently, they both had great camps. And then the fight started. Both men super confident, respectful, touch gloves beforehand. Like, even though Ilia Topuria comes across as a bit arrogant and cocky, and why not be arrogant and cocky? It's got him to a world champion. He's a respectful guy. You can tell when it comes to MMA, and after his fights, he's a very respectful guy. Even though he has this persona, mixed martial arts and respects comes first for him. Even though, like, probably against Paddy he wouldn't be there, but he does seem like a very respectful guy and a cool guy. Both guys touched gloves beforehand, and then the fight started. And early on, they were kind of finding the range, and Ilia was using these low leg kicks, and they did damage. There was one low leg kick which spun Alex Volkanovski, which is a bit strange for Volk, I think, someone coming back at him with low leg kicks, because he's normally using the low leg kicks. I remember against Max Holloway, he did well using the low leg kicks, and then Ilia's firing back. And the one thing that shocked me is I knew Ilia had power, but Volk's used to be a big dude and he's a strong little bulky dude, but I think Ilia has just got next level power for this division. So Ilia lands these leg kicks and then they get into a few exchanges. It's a very, not tentative, but a very calculated round for both fighters, and they're kind of going back and forth. And then bell rings and then you go, okay, Ilias took the first round. Second round, Volk comes out way better. He's finding his rhythm, finding his range. He would back up whenever Topuria would come towards him and then circle off to the left, it seemed. And then he would back up, circle off to the left. And he was finding good angles and he was piecing up with his jab, which busted up and had opened up a cut on Ilia's nose. And Volk was doing quite well. And then it did seem there was moments where Ilia would blitz and Volk would get back up the cage and he would cover up and he would be like very wary of the power coming his way. It seemed, I think he still has PTSD he still had PTSD after the Islam KO. And then after that, we go. Ilia blitzes, backs up Volk against the fence. Volk goes back in a straight line, punch, and he throws a combination. Nothing lands. He throws like 3 or 4 punches, and then a right hand clocks Volk. One punch, KO, and he's out. The follow-up shots weren't needed. He was out cold, and we've seen Volk just knocked out. This is one of the KOs of the year. This was a brutal KO, and it was quite shocking to see. I think the whole arena was a bit like, huh, what the hell has happened? Has he actually done it? And he did. He KO'd him brutally with one of the best KOs of the year already. And it was just unbelievable to see. To see Volk, I know we just saw Volk get knocked out and his chin may have not recovered, you could argue, but to see Volk knocked out like that at featherweight, which has been his division for God knows how long, it was shockingly unbelievable. But that goes to show you, I think it is now time for the changing of the guard. Ilia Topuria can become a superstar. And I hope he just goes off this Conor McGregor thing. If Ilia Topuria wants to be a superstar, clean this division out. And he's got the capability to do that. There is the one which could unstuck him, who is Max Holloway. Because you just never know with Max. But clean out this division. You've got beef with Yair Rodriguez. If you're not going to fight Volk in Spain, bring Yair Rodriguez to Spain and batter him, KO him, and that's how these fighters become beloved, fighting. Yes, he's going to be arrogant way more on the mic. He's going to be so cocky on the mic now he's got the belt wrapped around him. But good, we've got a new superstar in the featherweight division. The featherweight division has now opened up. It's probably going to become a little like the middleweight division, which Izzy ruled over with an iron fist. But now Izzy's out of there. It's chaos. Alex beat all these guys. Ilia's champion. It's chaos. It's going to be so entertaining and brilliant for the sport. It is sad to see Alex Volkanovski, who is one of my favourite fighters, lose like this. It was sad to see him lose against Islam, and that rivalry was a brilliant rivalry and one of my favourites in the UFC and MMA's history, just for the competitiveness. But this was sad to see. But even if Alex goes, he's well deserving of a rematch. Alex Volkanovski in August versus Ilia Topuria, rematch. Santiago Bernabeu in Real Madrid. If they can do that, mate, that would be one of the best events in UFC history, because the European fans, we've seen the Paris events, they're mental. The Spanish fans will be amazing, because all the football fans who are hyped about football and Topuria, they kind of cross over sports and they probably enjoy MMA. They're going to cross over into this. It's going to be like a bloody El Clasico derby with the atmosphere in there. It's going to be mental. It would be amazing to see. That being said, it's El Matador's time. It's Ilia Topuria's time. And I think he can genuinely rule this division for the next few years. He's 27. He's so unbelievably young for an MMA fighter and champion. Most people don't see titles until their 30s. He's got 3 years until his 30s. He's lived up to his hype now. It's now just delivering on it and being consistent. Be active. Get 3 title fights this year. It's Feb. Next one in August. Next one MSG or December. 3 title fights. You're looking at Fighter of the Year. You're looking at becoming a star. 3 defenses. If you can do 3 defenses in this year and next year, you've got 6 defenses. You're looking at becoming one of the pound-for-pound greats in MMA, and he's got the capability to do it with his confidence and arrogance. And it's not arrogance per to say that, oh, I hate him arrogance or what. It's arrogance built on the fact that he knows he's that good, and he is just proven to the world he's that good. That being said, Ilia Topuria, well done. You're a magnificent fighter and champion, and I can't wait for this reign. He's unbelievably proved me wrong, and I just want to see the featherweight rankings to see what we can do going forward. So most likely we're probably going to get a Volk defense. The one thing that is a shame, we're not going to get a Volk title fight again in Australia, it seems, which is a sad thing, because, man, that event in Australia when he fought Islam was unbelievable. The atmosphere was unbelievable, and I wanted that again. His entrance in Australia was unreal. But let's go over who we've got. So we've got probably a Volk title fight in, let's say, August in Spain. December, MSG co-main event against Max Holloway. Then next year, you've got Rodriguez, Brian Ortega, Movsar Evloev. I don't think he'd fight Giga Chikadze just because they're both Georgian and they're friends, so I don't think they would do that. But Arnold Allen did batter this division. If I was Ilia Topuria, you will become a star quickly. Fighting, people think, and it's weird, Merab on this same card was getting cheers from everyone. And a lot of people hate on Merab and whatnot because he didn't want to fight Aljo. But he's shown going on a win streak, being a bit of a funny personality, and having a fun fight style. He had a really fun fight style against Henry Cejudo. He had the fans, and when they showed the camera pan, here was Merab and here was Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley was getting boos. Ilia Topuria has got a great fight style. He's fun. He's exciting. He gets finishes. He's cocky on the mic, arrogant on the mic. He's created a character and a persona, and he's got the belt. Strap a rocket to him if I was the UFC. When you next book him for a fight, market him like he's the next Conor McGregor. Market him like he's the next big European star. Market him like he's the best thing we've never seen. You know what I mean? He is a superstar. And he has the capabilities to take over and become the best featherweight of all time. He's 27. He could be champion till he's 32. Imagine a 5-year reign, and the window of what he can do is unbelievable. But yeah, that's kind of my take on Ilia Topuria and Alex Volkanovski. Unlucky Alex Volkanovski. What a champion. What a fighter. What a man. He was one of the most exciting, fun people in that division. Pound for pound, one of the best fighters in the world. Just wasn't his night, and it just seems like he's coming towards the end of his time now, and it is sad to see, but sometimes your greats age and they go on. We saw him pound for pound best kind of coming to the end now, 3-fight losing streak. We've seen Kamaru Usman do the same. I just think their era's finishing, and there's new, young, fresh blood in these divisions coming up, like Ilia Topuria, who are taking over. I was completely wrong. Ilia Topuria, I predicted Alex Volkanovski to win, so yeah. You can roast me in the comments and down below and tell me how stupid I was. That's all right. But leave a like. Leave your comments down below. What did you think of the fight? And give us your kind of what you want to see next for Ilia Topuria. I'm hoping Spanish fans, please rally and just comment on every single post about Dana White and get this bout in the Bernabeu, because it will be unbelievable. Comment down below, yeah. Leave a like if you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more MMA and fight content coming soon. We hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you in the next one.